let's kick it off as we go into Kairos Junction for map number 1. To the bottom right-hand side, our red Zerg player from Clash. This is Elazer going up against that blue Zerg 12 pool in the top left. Sorry, we got ourselves a Bly. What are you guys thinking here? Elazer, Bly? I'm not sure who I'd pick in this. A best of 5 ZvZ. I mean, I think everyone would think Elazer, right? But sometimes Bly, online tournaments, he pulls out some of the most surprising things, honestly. He does. He pulls out some surprising results. Because he will play cheesy. He will catch people off guard. And he will catch people on off days as well sometimes. So let's see what happens. Obviously, the 12 pool to get us going means that this is going to be aggressive from the get-go. Hatchery first from Elazer. A lot of people will say, well, why don't you just open, you know, pool first every time against Bly? And arguably, that might not be such a terrible idea. But obviously, you don't always want to just assume. Because sometimes Bly will just have days where you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to play macro every game. And then you're just putting yourself behind. And that's what's kind of so scary about Bly. He will change up. He will open hatch first and stuff as well. But this so far is 6 Zerglings moving across, or down towards the bottom right-hand side of the map. I have a couple more sub gifts to just quickly shout out. I never mentioned Solon 2000 also being a hero gift sub to Blajuska. Thank you so much, Solon 2000. And thank you so much, Shepard, who just gifted another sub to Zerganus. Is that just so I would say Zerganus, really? Aye. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Don't mean to mean any less by forgetting to say your names until now. Just being a little bit hectic, as you guys can probably tell. 6 to 8 lings here already. Then as Elazer pulls his drones down to the low ground to try and fight against this. And as we are going to be seeing those lings continue to fight here and continue to fight onto the natural expansion. Try and see what he can do. The natural might just fall very quickly here. That's obviously kind of one of the big wins that you want as Bly. Whoa! Elazer just types out G, because that means the cancel drone usually means the 12 pool, obviously. And whoa! On both sides of the map. Wardy, the last thing you wrote is anus? Really? No one's going to help me out with someone, so that the last thing I wrote in life wasn't anus? What if I died right now? And the last thing I wrote in life was Zerganus. Bottom left-hand side, Elazer is the red Zerg player. Obviously not from Clash. I got a little bit carried away there. Someone corrected me in the chat. He is from Go Esports. Just got picked up by them not so long ago. As to the top right-hand side, our blue Zerg player. This, my friends, is Bly. Alright, by the time this game's over, I'm hoping that I have hangers on all of these decorations. I know it's 12 pool versus 12 pool, but it actually turns into a weirdly macro sort of setup. Because both players are in the same situation where they're doing the same thing. And so it's actually kind of, you know, then you're just like, oh, we both have the same amount of units. So then you just start droning up. And you just kind of work it from there. Bly actually scouts with a drone, though. So in a very low economy situation, Bly scouts, and he will see it's a 12 pool. He is going to throw down his own hatchery. Was he pulling drones? No, that's just Zerglings. Okay, so that like lack of a drone mining, though, is actually kind of a big deal. When you only have 12 or less workers for a long time in the game, one drone not mined is a huge deal. And because of that, okay, he sees a 12 pool, so you can figure out how exactly he wants to play it out, maybe. But his hatchery is already a little bit behind because of it. And Elazer sees it's a 12 pool soon enough anyways. Turning around for this fight. Lings on lings. We're going to be seeing a lot of lings coming in there from Elazer. I'm going to be able to continue chasing this away. So it's a good thing neither of them pulled drones, obviously, because that would have been a bit of a disaster. Honestly, 12 pool drone pull is kind of feels a bit dead. Kind of feels like people really got that one figured out, and we don't really see it ever anymore, actually. I say that as though maybe we can bait it out this series. Honestly, after all of these long series that we've had today, it's almost a bit refreshing to potentially have a faster series on our hands. Like Bly ZvZ, I think, is notoriously one of the fastest matchups in the existence of StarCraft 2. So, I don't know. While it's been fun to have a long series, it would also be nice to maybe get a little bit back on schedule. As we do see that Queen taking some damage at the moment. Is dropping lower and lower and lower. Some drones pulled in as well. That's a couple of drones going down. So Bly will end up 4 workers behind here as Elazer just keeps on droning. No sort of kind of similar damage being done across the map. Oh, those 2 lings! Gonna get the Queen? And then the drone morphs into an extractor, but that's... Oh, man. Lazer's just done so much here. It's hard to explain just how much that is. That's actually crazy that he's been able to do that. And those couple of extra lings at the end just being such a frustration to top it all off. It's not like he made those couple of lings like, that Queen's Law, go get it. He just already had them coming across the map. And that's the most frustrating thing for Bly, because it's like this Queen nearly survived. And then 2 more lings show up. He must be thinking like, come on. Really, dude? Really? Such a frustration. What's up, ZvZ? 420. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Couple of lings. Trying to get a drone right there. Doesn't quite manage it. So finally those lings cleaned up though, and Bly can kind of get back into his comfortable moving position in the game. Overlord taking some damage. That's one of the negatives here from Elazer. Will lose out on this. Won't hit a supply block though. He was actually well prepared with other Overlords, so he's actually okay. Show the income advantage? I mean, it's not that interesting. It's like a 4-worker income advantage, you know? Like, obviously Bly had to pull some workers as well. It's not that crazy. Obviously Elazer's just ahead. So, ahead right now. Why is Emil in the chat? Emil, you're meant to be on your own stream, you know that? Emil, go talk to your... Emil, you're in the wrong place! Is this because you're so drunk you just decided to let the viewers watch my stream instead? Is that what they did to you today? 18 lings about to pop up, by the way. Baneling Nest is going to be finishing very shortly as well. Elazer's already setting up to just bypass lings, though. He's not going ling speed. He's going straight into the Roach Roar on the double Evo, looking to defend at the front as 2 queens will come forwards. And we'll see that +1 missile attack upgrade from Elazer is going to get started as well. So +1 missile attack coming in from Elazer. A 3rd queen coming in the back as well, as these Zerglings will start to move out onto the map. Obviously, Link Speed finishing up here. Elazer, we'll see this in a moment. He's making 3 more Overlords. He's got the gas to make roaches. That's the thing. He's got a lot of money to make roaches with. He'll complete the wall off here. Obviously, Lings are not morphed into Banes already from Bly. So Elazer has some time to sort of just wait this out. Banes will start to morph in now, and we'll look to bust through the center here. Just going to be seeing Lings continue to come forwards at the moment. Oh, it's going to be an entranceway though, so we are going to be seeing Link starting to stream through. Cancels the Evo Chambers to the top side, realizing that's not something Bly will target. Does transfuse the Roach Roar so he can keep his Roach production going here. Couple of drones going down, the Roach Roaring is still under fire, but with enough Roaches already out, this might not be so bad. And actually the Roach Roaring will stay alive, if only just. Another transfuse available soon. Bly is still spamming Zerglings, but from this position, Elazer's already looking very, very good. And he should be able to just hold on from this point. I mean, obviously he was ahead already. I mean, Bly will die for the Roach Roaring again, and he doesn't get it. No way! And that's just going to be a GG right then and there as well. Elazer! We only lost 3 that time. I'll retrieve them after the stream. I don't have time right now. We got to cast the StarCraft. Alright, bottom left, Red Zerg is a Go Esports Elazer up against the blue Zerg to the top right. This is Bly. I've seen I'm being worried about the tree falling for days now, because I actually am. You can literally see that the tree is, like, overloaded. And as much as I think it's funny that you guys are trying to kill it, I actually had a lot of belief in my tree, and we really did push it beyond its limits about a week ago, and we're still going. So, I mean, I don't know what you want me... I am genuinely worried. Call it a sellout to bait you guys to try and knock it over or not, I don't care, because I am genuinely worried the tree's gonna die. I really am. Zergling's coming in towards the upper right-hand side. Obviously, there's 12 pool from Elazer. Looking to see what it can do, but the thing is, Bly didn't open 12 pool. He opened like 16, so he has an early gas pool essentially going in right here. And these Zerglings getting set to go. So you've seen one Zergling goes up in towards the main base. And, well, this hatchery will survive for the moment. I mean, this is just a build or a loss from Elazer. Right from the get-go here, Bly will continue to chase this down. Those Zerglings already taking a few tags. And turning around now, those Lings still taking quite a bit of damage. Lings from Bly going to continue to chase Elazer here through the center of the map. So continue to chase that down. Queen starting target fire down, and Overlord as well. All of these Zerglings just going to be gathering up together. And this Overlord here. Oh, just says alive, Elazer. Oh, well, that's something that he needed to go his way, really, because, again, he's behind right now. He's down on workers. He hasn't got gas like Bly does. Elazer just opened 12 pool expand, Adzi. It's been a little bit tough, as we do see a couple of Overlords on the way through here. A couple of drones being added in. Again, this Overlord taking some shots at the moment, and do see a third hatchery from Elazer coming in on that left-hand side as well. Lings on Lings in a few moments, as we do see, and some good damage done right away. Some very good damage done. Elazer, nice micro there, keeping his Lings alive. And we do see the Ling speed is coming through from Bly. Well, Bly's Ling speed attack on the last game wasn't successful, but it was, don't want to say it was close either. Elazer was already ahead though, remember. This game, Elazer's playing from a bit behind, and I'm not saying Bly's probably going to do the same thing either. It's very possible Bly doesn't just spam Zerglings and run them across the map and see what he can do. It's very possible this plays out very differently, in fact. Could just go Ling speed, obviously maybe try and harass the third base while taking his own. Let's see though. I mean, 18 Zerglings for now. Again, it's not overly aggressive. He's only 4 drones behind. About to be 9, but these Lings will test Elazer a bit. And honestly, without Ling speed, Elazer has no right to take a third hatchery as fast as Bly does. So, I mean, obviously he's taking it even faster. So, realistically, it's Bly that has to kind of cancel that third base. It's just the way it should play out, considering what's been done so far here. Couple Queens picking off and Ling trying to run in for information. All those Lings did not get scouted, so Elazer doesn't know about it just yet. As there we go, those Zerglings going to start moving out onto the map, heading across to the bottom left-hand side. Bly coming straight across now. Warlock with the Evo Chamber is completed. Queen still trying to come through. The drone does have to run away, does get taken down as well. And again, this Queen also going to get taken down as that Evo Chamber cancelled. Drones and Queen continue to fight at the moment. More Lings. Gonna get a full surround. I think the fact that they're in already is obviously a really bad situation. Elazer trying to hold position, do what he can. First Roach is coming up. I thought Bly was going to go for the third base, but he dove straight for the juggler, straight into the natural expansion instead. And those Lings continue to do a lot of damage here as this Roach... I mean, it doesn't even matter about the Roaches. They will clean this up, but 17 drones down already. Elazer is hurting. He's going to have to keep on trying to drone, but Bly's just droned like a madman behind it. 49 workers in play now for him against the 27 of Elazer. Very, very good job here. Have a little bot down on the bottom side as well, just hanging out. Another Overlord coming up through the top side as well. On the left, we see a couple of drones going to get mining away, and well, other than that, +1 missile attack upgrade here from Bly is also being upgraded. 2 more drones just going to pop out here, and I mean, Elazer just has to spam workers, which is kind of the issue, as Bly is just spamming Roaches. He's getting ready to just go straight across the map. Doesn't have a lair. He's just going to go all in with this. Roaches and Lings morph in his Ravages as well to spend his excess gas. And I mean, after forcing Elazer to basically make only drones for a while to play catch-up with that last attack, what is Elazer meant to have in position to deal with it? Probably not a lot. Probably not a lot. Roach is still moving through the center here towards the upper right-hand side, but Bly is in position. I mean, Elazer maybe thought he could catch Bly being greedy. The answer to that is no, of course. As we go into it, match point into the top left-hand side, trying to defend his opponent from winning this series. After about 10 in-game minutes, we haven't had very long games here at all. This is Elazer. Bottom right, the blue Zerg player. We have ourselves Bly. who is going with the early pool once again to to just keep this series nice and quick, apparently. Did I say we were behind schedule, guys? It's okay. Someone called Bly. Bly shows up and says, you know what, Wardy? Behind schedule, no problem. This is what I do. I fix things. I make us get back on schedule here in these early stages. I get things going once again. As we kick this off, a couple drones going to pull away. And get going here in these first few moments. It's going to be a spine crawler rush this time around. So looking to rush the spines across the map. I get that he's a pro and winning is all that matters, but his style is so bad. Well, I mean, sometimes Bly's style is frustrating to watch, but sometimes it gives us some pretty funky games as well, and it can be a breath of fresh air sometimes. As we do see the drones coming across. All the drones are coming across, guys. Elazer opened hatch, gas and pool. Now, Elazer, I mean, honestly, on these maps, I'm kind of interested to see whether there's... Because you can build the spines here, right? Near the ramp is the idea. And I wonder, I mean, Elazer had such a well thought out response against this on other maps in the last map pool. Let's see what he's got here on Port Alexander. Pulls the drones in instantly. That's lost mining time for Elazer, honestly. Oh, the Lings and drones get a pretty good surround for Bly. He'll be happy with that fight, whether he has the spines ready or not. Actually, Bly is just killing so much so far. 6 drones going down. He hasn't really lost any of his own. Make that 7. Now he's lost 2, but... I mean, the spines are still coming up as well, and I don't think there's anything here to really stop the spines coming in. Well, Elazer's going to try it now, pulling the drones towards it. Zerglin still dealing some damage. That first spine crawler taking hits, but the second and third one are not, and so they will start to finish up here. Bly doesn't have a lot left over, but it's the spine crawlers that are just going to be so difficult to get rid of. And Elazer knows it. He taps out, and Bly